Hello, my name is Russell Scott from scottcarvings.com, and today I am going to carve a Abraham Lincoln bust, much like this one. This is like round 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. And actually the first time I did it in bust form. I've done it in regular character form. And this is going to be a at least, our attempt to make it a realistic version of it. It's a two-piece, the head and the base. The base is very simple. I mean, I've seen some people use just a square piece of wood or a long piece, like a inch by probably 3 or 4 inches long as a base, which is pretty good. But this one I'm going to just use a very simple type of base. Now this particular piece here is I'm okay with it, with the results. The thing I'm going to be looking for is his forehead tend to be a little egg shape, and I wanted it more square according to the pictures, and I think the ear is still a little bit too big, and then probably have a little bit back here, a little more back here. But I think all in all, this first round is not too shabby. No, you think so? No? Oh, he says no. What do you know? Anyways, yeah, that's better. You just set right there. Okay, I did my little cutouts here, just a simple. This is going to be a larger piece here. There's the base and the head. And maybe I'll show you my little pattern here. The head. Let's take this off for a second. There's the pattern. You can stop and make a copy paste. That's the pattern I've done. And now this particular piece is of length. It's about 4.5 inches, just short of 4.5 by 4.5 by 2 3/4 by, I think it was 3 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was 3 inches. So it was a 3. It was a 3, and it was a 3 by about 2 3/4. Kind of a funny thing. Funny, not perfectly square. And the base, very simple base. I mean, nothing. I think this is going to be thinned out a little bit. I wanted to make sure that I had extra for the bow tie. I'd like to have the bow tie to come out a little more, and some more of the coat, so I can show more of the vest. So the pattern is there. Just simple, nothing really out of the ordinary, not too boring, hopefully not. And this one here is 3 3/4. You can make it a little longer, a longer base, make it a full 4, whatever, by 3 3/4. Yeah, so I didn't really I didn't really round it off, did I? Well, there's a 3 inch right there. 3. So this came from about almost 4 by 3 inch. And you can actually make it any size. I mean, this particular piece here is only like 3 inches wide at the base. The head itself is like 3 by 2 1/4 for the head. So you can just kind of make it, bigger, smaller, however you make it longer, make sure you make it wider, kind of a thing. And so I want to get digging right in. You notice on the base, right now I did not drill a hole. You can if you want to. I like to kind of get the feel of what's going on before I drill a hole. That's what I did here too. I actually penciled this in and got all of this started, and then I penciled in where the head should be. And I thought if I had to move things around, I'll wait until this is perfect before I would drill the hole. Even though I'm sure if you drill a hole, you're probably going to be 99% right anyways, you know, somewhere around, well, somewhere almost in the center, because this is going to come back a little bit. But I'm going to put that aside for now, because I like to do the head first. The reason why I like to carve the head first is if I make any mistakes and make his head too narrow, therefore I'd have to shrink it a little bit, keep shrinking it until it's perfect. And then once the head is as good as how I want it to be, then I will start in on the bust part, the base part. All right, let's dig in. A couple of things before we put the knife to it. Let's get our pencil and get that center line. Make sure I am where you can see what I'm doing. All right. And what I want to do is I want to get just at least make sure we got enough lumber for the ear. Now the nose, according to this, I'll probably even get my dial calipers here, or divider rather. Let's go ahead and do it. So bottom to the tip of the nose is probably just, oh really, I think I did this because I wanted more down here, so I'm gonna, yeah, I think the nose is right, the tip of the nose is right about here, and where the tip of the nose and the eye, am I out of screen? Yeah, I probably am. And this is going to be a relatively, excuse me, fast pace video, because this thing will probably take me the whole day, 2 days, 3 days, and so you can always slow down or stop. So there's where the eye is going to be, so therefore the nose is going to be something like this. I'm just drawing this in because this is all going to go away. Just going to get in a feel for what's going on, because I want to make sure I got the ear. You know, this is not a Santa Claus where you can forget the ear. Just general. Now the ear is going to be about dead center-ish. Dead center-ish. Either it's dead center or it's not. It starts there. Actually, I'm going to pull it back a little more. And I don't think I have my, nope, I don't have my pink pearl with me. I got erasers here that make more of a mess than anything. So the distance between here and here, here and here to get me, oops, where the tip is. Get me started. And same with the back. Just want to make sure we have enough. I'm sure that's more than enough. And then the top is going to go just at the eyebrow. The eyebrow-ish area. There I go again. Very interesting. At this recording, it's getting kind of close to President's Day. And also at this recording, we had at least one Lincoln movie that came and now is in video, and another one that's in the theater right now. And see the, oh, there it goes. Number 2 is going to go right about below the nose. So we want to make sure that we got that square right below the nose. And then not only that, I just seen a, what is it, a automobile Lincoln Continental commercial. Had Abraham Lincoln walking in as the commercial started. Even they're jumping on the Abraham Lincoln bandwagon. So, well, since it's fresh right now, let's go ahead and do it. Now I think This one is bigger. Like I said, we just want to make sure we have enough. Okay. All right, now first thing we want to do is get your knife or chisel and start really walloping that wood off, whacking the wood off there. Oh, here it is. And I'm gonna go, what I want to do is, sorry, I just picked it up and just started before. What I want to do is I want to kind of give this, start an angle here to the ear, and I want to bring this all up. Like if this was a hot knife through butter, I would just push that all the way through. And this might bore you or something. You can fast forward or probably put it on pause and you don't know until you get into the wood if it's a good piece. I think this is an okay piece. Not sure about that base. I think that base is going to be pretty stiff. Kind of tell when you pick up that wood. Now, I'm kind of lucky where I'm at. I'm from Minnesota here, and we get this nice basswood all the time. We have a good wood guy. I think I've mentioned him in other videos, as he's a retired forester and just got into cutting wood for the wood carvers, and always have great wood. And he'd go throughout the whole United States, everywhere. I think he's been just about in every state. He would drive with his trailer full of wood and to wood carving shows and come home with virtually an empty trailer. Other side, page 2. So we're pretty lucky here in the upper Midwest. Does feel a little. I think it's because I'm trying to. I put this on my lap, but having this out with the camera, it is kind of difficult to. Let me see if I get closer. Kind of hug the camera a little bit, if that'll help. And that's why it feels more difficult.